And 3, 2, 1, we are live! Welcome to the 9th Investment Summit for Startup TNT, the 4th one here in Winnipeg, 9th one overall. My name is Richard Tuck. I am your co-MC for the night. I am the Manitoba lead for Startup TNT.
Hi, and I'm Chris Miniker, and I represent the federal government.
All right, before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge that we are situated on Treaty 1 territory, the lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dene, and Dakota's peoples, as well as the homeland of the Métis Nation. Our water comes from Treaty 3 territory, and the electricity that powers us tonight comes from Treaty 5 territory. So we just want to acknowledge the history, the generations before us that have kept this land sacred.
Indeed.
Do you want to say anything more?
Nothing more than that. That was well said.
Thank you.
Well done.
What about storytelling?
Well, storytelling is important to Indigenous folks. I know that it's an important oral tradition and it passed down to history. And storytelling is also an important part of the tech startup.
Yeah, and as we storytell here, if you could keep it down just a little bit so that we can have respect the people that are speaking. It's really difficult to get up here and pitch for 3 minutes in front of a crowd like this. So if you could, we have spaces in between. So if you want to talk then, kind of talk then. I will start with this. I will say that TNT is turning 5 next week. It's turning 5 next week. And this is a really great accomplishment. We're actually going to have some fun things next week at King's Head as normal. And so that should be a lot of fun. TNT stands for Thursday Night Traditions. And what we've done every Thursday is met as a community in order to basically do 3 things: have fun, make friends, and build companies. And that's the ethos of Startup TNT. Whether you're investors or mentors or the entrepreneurs themselves or people looking for work, it's a community that we have to build in order to build these companies. And so that's what we're doing. It all started, like I said, 5 years ago with one person doing, just grabbing some beers. And he wanted to create community. His name is Zach. Wanted to create community in Edmonton. This snowballed into, again, for Manitoba, this is our 4th investment summit. And we've done some amazing things, right? So if you look at these numbers, in 5 years, but really 4 years worth of investment summits. So 4 years, we've raised almost 14 million in capital, invested that into almost 100 companies in the prairies. That actually makes us, I don't want to say that yet, you can say it. But we've done 412 investors. And again, we've done 33 investment summits. So across Edmonton, Calgary, Regina, Saskatoon, and Winnipeg. We have what these local summits are called, the community summits. So these are Manitoba companies. We also do a clean tech one, an agri-food one, and a life sciences one.
Those are some pretty impressive numbers, Richard. Like any federal government would be impressed with those numbers.
I agree. So if we look at these, at this board of companies, wow. I would like to acknowledge that over 40% of the companies that we've invested in have female founders. Right. Over 25%, right? Over 25% are BIPOC.
Right on. Yeah, great. No, that's good. Yeah, and also too, aren't you the most active early stage investor in all of Canada, according to the CBCA data?
We are.
Wow.
Most active in the prairies.
Wow.
Or from the prairies. We're not just the most active in the prairies, we're the most active across Canada.
Love it. Hey. Okay. So, I'm here representing Prairie's Economic Development Canada. It's my pleasure to be here. Prairie's Can is the largest funder of startup TNT. I know that it's the funding's coming out of Alberta, but I'm a Manitoban, and I live in Winnipeg, and I'm just really glad to be here. So thanks for having me.
What does Prairie's Can do for those that aren't familiar with?
Okay, well, Prairie's Can is responsible for economic development of the federal government. We invest in companies and we grow and create jobs. Well, actually, it's the companies that grow and create jobs. We just give them money to scale up and get going.
Amazing. We couldn't do it without Prairie's Can for sure, but there's also a bunch of companies that have supported with us and organizations that have supported us. So Best Friends Forever, shout out to API and Osler. Best Friends, MNP, we have MNP here, Faskin, and then Close Friends, RBCX, BDC is here, Infinity Shred, and the University of Calgary. And then we have a bunch of community sponsors that, again, we couldn't do this without them.
Very good. Yeah. So, Richard. Thank you. Okay. All right. Sorry. So, Richard, how does the pitch competition work?
Well, Chris, it's not a pitch competition. Yes, we are going to hear pitches today. We're going to hear 20 pitches, well, actually 19, one dropped out. We're going to hear 19 pitches today, but this is an investment summit. So really what's happened over the last kind of couple weeks, we've had investors, we've gotten over 20 local investors to invest $5,000 each. And what that does is that goes to the winner. And then today we'll hear the 20 pitches. By Monday, we narrow it down to the top 10 in order to do due diligence. And the due diligence that we do is pretty heavy. It'll take the next 6 weeks. We'll narrow it down to 5. And then on June 13th, we will have our finale night.
Right on. Good. Okay. Richard, how do you choose the winner?
Well, democratically. So we have investors in the audience tonight. Some are here, some are there. I see a bunch of them. What we do is we all vote for our favorite. So we'll end up voting for the top 10. The top 10 companies that have the highest points get due diligence done, like I said. We do the same process for the top 5 and then for the actual winner. And so it's all done democratically.
Nice. Okay. But why do you invest together?
Because it's fun. It is so much fun. Who's had some of the investors around who's had fun at the due diligence meetings? Come on, Sandy, right? We've had lots of fun. I actually really like the community that TNT builds right across the prairies and actually right across Canada. We have investors in Toronto and BC as well that invest in Manitoba companies. So that's really awesome. But there's 20 plus of us that collectively have hundreds of years of experience, and it's that experience that's really required to do the amount of due diligence that we have. And so we have fun. We do the due diligence collectively, and then what we do is we invest with the startup TNT VC fund. And so we all invest together, and the other big benefit is for the entrepreneur or the founders and their startups, because we only take one line item on their cap table, and that makes them more investable in the future.
Right on. But Richard, there's just one winner? Like, what about all the rest?
I mean, there is, but there's lots of investable companies. And we've talked about it already, about which other companies, besides the one that eventually wins, what other kind of companies we want to invest in. And so TNT, the big benefit of TNT is that not only do we have the winner, we also, because we've done due diligence on all these companies, we can actually invest in any of the top 5. And we've even had investors invest in companies that weren't in the top 5. But again, we collectively do it, and we take one line item on your cap table.
Okay. Richard, I'm glad that we're dressed the same.
Right?
Right on. Okay, hey, I just want to look again at the logo wall. Like, this is the future of Manitoba tech.
Agreed. There's lots of great companies. Like I just said, there's lots of good. Give a first round of applause to all these companies. I know that some of them came in early because they were nervous. And so just be kind. This is an amazing group. We are going to have, okay, so again, like I said, we're going to have 19 pitches. Each pitch is going to be 3 minutes. Halfway through, we'll have a break for food, refill your drinks. The bar will be open the whole time, but refill your drinks. And then there's a QR code right here. Please, if you want to give feedback to the entrepreneurs, we have that whole process set up. So, take out your phones, scan the QR code, and we'll give them that feedback.
Right on. After the pitches are done, we're going to stay here to keep the party going. Remember, TNT is about making friends, having fun, building companies, and drinking beer. So, let's stay here for a while and let's get to it.
I mean, we don't just drink beer. There's water, there's bubblies, there's wine. But it is. We have and make relationships around food and drink. That's just how we are. And so right across Canada, or right across the prairies, we have actually right across Canada, because what's not said here is we're actually having a thing in Ottawa tonight as well. So we have Vancouver, we have Regina, we have Saskatoon, we have Calgary, we have Edmonton, we have here. So we're all doing this together at the same time, collectively, super fun. And yeah, if you want to donate to the beer tab for this one or future ones, like next week with our 5th birthday, you can donate to the tab at cheers@startup.com. All right. Well, with that, Chris and I will walk off stage. We will invite Kelly Fresnel up to introduce the first couple companies. Give a round of applause for Kelly from Tech Manitoba.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. It is my honor to introduce the first batch of companies that are going to kick off Startup TNT's 9th Annual Summit. So a little plug for those who are not familiar with Tech Manitoba. We are the province's industry association. We're membership-based, nonprofit, and we're a champion for Manitoba's tech sector, okay? So visibility, connections, if you have any questions about how might I'd like to start, where do I go, think Tech Manitoba, okay? All right. Okay, so we're gonna kick it off here with the first pitch, the first founder. I'd like to start by saying that this is a really, really accomplished founder, okay? Dr. Bazad Mansouri, the COO at Neuroptek. He's a neuro-ophthalmologist, a neurosurgeon, a neuroscientist. I've got neuro on the brain. He's the founder of a company where their goal is to make comprehensive virtual eye care a reality. Okay, so let's give it up for Dr. Mansouri. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the very nice introduction. So the purpose of that was to say that I know what I'm talking about. I am intimately familiar with our health system, the difficulties that we have, and brain and eye science. I am excited to present iMirage, the future of eye and brain virtual care powered by AI. So you are all familiar one way or another with our healthcare system. It's almost broken. It takes, for example, it takes 18 months for some of my patients to be able to come and see me. And by the time that they see me, they actually are completely recovered, and I take the credit for that. there are so many people that we need to service. More than 3 million people with concussion to emergency in North America. 127 million visits to optometrists. With that, telemedicine inevitably is going to play a very significant role in the future of our healthcare. With predicted over $500 billion market by 2027, it's going to be huge. And by the way, in all surveys, it is shown that 2/3 of people are willing to try telemedicine compared to in-person medicine. So iMirage is the solution. My iMirage is portable, is affordable, is based on a smartphone platform, and is powered by AI. So with iMirage, we are able to do a bunch of brain and eye examination through which we can diagnose and screen for very important diseases such as concussion, or a stroke, or eye diseases, or brain diseases. Our business model include different revenues for different streams for revenue. We have sales and rental for the device. We have SaaS model with services and upgrade and so forth. If you put only the market for concussion and eye impairment, it's over $200 billion with immediate serviceable market of over $400 million. So the market is huge about this market. We are very proud of our traction. We have over 15 documented patents with 2 issued patents. We have spent over $1.5 million on our project so far. $800,000 what was from Canadian government. Thank you, government, wherever you are. So our go-to-market is that first we will start with eye professionals. There are over 500,000 eye professionals in North America. And our marketing team estimate is that if we can sell to 1%, just 1% in the first year, which is 2025, our revenue will be over 10 million with a profit margin over 90%. So that's a huge revenue for us in the next year when we get our FDA approval and our marketing attempt completed. And then we have other marketing venues as well. We're gonna go to big shops like Walmart or Shoppers Drug Mart, where you can sit down and examine your eye. And if you have any eye diseases, you can go to the neighbor optometrist or to a neurologist, or like exactly the same thing that you do with the blood pressure cuff in all the pharmacies these days. We have accomplished team with people with expert in concussion, or Dr. Ansari is our CEO, and team of people who are expert in marketing. They are expert in regulation. They are expert in development, medicine, and so forth. So we are raising $250,000 for 2.5% stake in the company at this time. Many investors so far ask me, why $250,000? I said, because we have a funding in our profile. We have a government funding, we have local government funding, and we have applied for multiple research grants from Manitoba Research and Weston Family, so that we only need $250,000 at this time to ramp up our marketing to finalize. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mansouri. Obviously very, very passionate about the company that he's founded. Okay, so we're gonna get right next into the next pitch here. I'd like to say that this founder is going to revolutionize hair, the hair business. Her business name includes 3 things I love: hair, bar, and tech. So please, let's give it up for Abisala Ojo, Hair Bar Tech.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Bisola, and I am a hairstylist and braider with a degree in entrepreneurship from the Asper School of Business. I'm also the founder of Hair Bar Tech. Yeah. Oh, sorry. My founding team includes HR, marketing, and cloud engineering professionals, and we're solving a huge problem. Major Canadian cities struggle with their hair appointments. You know, they have too many, they don't have enough hair appointments. And in rural areas, there's limited salon options and lack of diverse choices. There's also issues with sustainability, as customers are not able to access sustainable hair products affordably. So how do we want to solve this? We introduce a one-stop online platform for hair salons and also customers. Customers can browse through salon options, purchase sustainable hair products, and also communicate with their hairstylists. On the other side, salons can handle their appointments, manage inventory, and manage their employees. We're operating a B2B business model where salons can pay a monthly fee to access premium services. They can also opt in for spotlight advertisements so that we introduce them to a wider user base. We would also be charging a 3% transaction fee on all appointments booked through the platform. Our target market includes hairstylists, consumers, beauty product vendors, as well as salon owners. And we're targeting a huge market. The Canadian hair care market size alone is currently 1.23 billion, and we see this growing to 1.58 billion in just 5 years. And we plan on implementing various technology in our platform because these trends currently exist in the market. This is currently an MVP that a few of my friends have access to. They're able to view the marketplace, they're able to look at products on the platform, and they're also able to browse through salons that are located near them. In terms of our financials, by the middle of year 2, we expect to start making a profit. And we see this number grow exponentially between year 4 and year 5, with us seeing $500,000 in net profit by year 5. I'd like to thank the Startup TNT team for this opportunity, and I look forward to connecting with industry professionals and hearing all about your hair problems. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was Hair Bar Tech. Okay, so the last one for the first block of companies. This is quite a unique one in that it is, I don't know if we've ever had for Startup TNT, a co-founder who is a former semi-pro skateboarder, right? So I just want to say that Dane is here from The Den, and he's going to talk to you about what The Den is and the opportunity to hopefully invest in a company founded by 2 former enthusiasts of skateboarding.
Thank you. I'll take this. Cool. Hi, everyone. Up top here is my co-founder, Adam. He spent the last 9 years leading business development at Apple. My name is Dane. I've spent the last 12 years building and selling app companies. And we teamed up to solve a very costly problem, which is that it is nearly impossible to find and buy a product you see in a movie. This isn't only frustrating for consumers, it drastically limits the income potential for filmmakers and brands, leaving billions in potential revenue untapped. But imagine instead you're watching the latest Bond film, and with one swipe you add his watch to your cart and you check out after. That's what we're doing, starting, for reasons you'll see, in Boer Sports. Introducing The Den, the world's first interactive skate, snow, and surf video streaming service designed to connect content to commerce and build a new economy. Here's just a couple ways we do this. The Den Connect checkout allows viewers to buy the thing they want when they want to buy it, which is right inside the video. The Den Wallet allows us to tailor offers to them outside the viewing experience based on what they're watching. So this isn't just the Netflix for skate, snow, and surf. This is an entire sales ecosystem built around that experience. Now, a surprise to most is how large and frankly untapped this market truly is. There's 153 million skaters, snowboarders, surfers worldwide, 130 million of them being our serviceable market, and we will obtain at least 9 million of those. And they spend a lot of dough. 29 billion is the projected board sports market by 2027. And as you can see here, there's no one else delivering high partner benefit, i.e. sales, right, with a great user experience. So for these reasons and our traction so far, our 2-year forecasted ARR is at 2.6 million on the low end, 18 million on the high end. Our revenue model is simple. Free users monetize through video ads, paid users through subscriptions, and on the other side of it, we will earn up to 40% commission on all goods sold through our properties. We couldn't be happier with their pre-launch traction so far. We're just about to crack 30,000 users. We're in 162 countries, 178 brands and partners already on board, 171 5-star average reviews. And the piece we're most excited about, 28 minutes is our average session duration. So to put this into perspective, this is 7 longer than Netflix and 1 under YouTube, but we're coming for them. One more thing. All right. So because this is a solution needed far outside board sports, we've designed it to be white labeled out to any industry, niche, sport, media company, whoever, wherever. If they want to sell through video, this is it. In addition to Janico Aiello, who's here with us tonight, we have a world-class advisory board who will continue to help guide us as we grow. We're raising just over $1 million with only 240,000 of that still available. We are the Den. We hope you will join us because it's going to be one hell of a ride. Thank you.
I'm introducing Michael. I'm introducing Michael. But first, let me say, holy smokes! Wow! Richard! This is hard. Like, what if you wanted to invest in all of them? This is a community here, folks. This is exciting. Like, I feel it, man. Richard, awesome. Okay, I'm introducing Michael. Who's Michael? Oh, Michael Eldor from MNP. Michael, come on up.
Thanks very much. Hi, as mentioned, my name is Michael Alder. I'm with MNP. Very excited to be here and see so many exciting startups and the investment in Manitoba in the startup community. MNP itself is kind of a Manitoba success story. Started as a small accounting firm out of Brandon, Manitoba, and has moved nationally with offices from Victoria all the way to St. John's, Newfoundland. About 67 offices across Canada. It's very exciting, and I get to introduce new startups here. We do tax accounting consulting, but do not want to delay things, so I would like to introduce Claudia McDonald from Bobo App.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? Do we have any parents in the room? Hands up for parents. Great. My name is Claudia McDonald, and I'm the co-founder of the Bobo App, an AI-driven platform for parents. Back in 2019, together with my co-founder and husband, we became parents. And as you can imagine, parenting is very, very challenging. Parents are overburdened by the lack of personalized solutions, mental workload, the anxiety, and the cost of having kids. So we decided there had to be a better way. So essentially we designed Bobo, and Bobo aggregates the development data and prenatal preferences to suggest local resources and automate early stage diagnostics. As you can see, we have a variety of different capabilities. Some of our capabilities, majority of them, are actually free components to our platform, helping parents manage day-to-day management of their children. And we're marrying it up with the specialist marketplace and early stage diagnostics. What's great about Bobo is that we're under intersection of 4 major industries where we address products and services sale, and it's over $1.1 trillion. Our traction, which we are very proud of, we're launching our first city, Winnipeg, with over 60 professionals and partners on our platform. And all of them are 100% female-owned businesses. Exactly, yeah. We're steadily growing our traffic on our social media as well as our waitlist. Because we have this commercial component to our platform, we're actually in a position to offer majority of our capabilities for free, in opposition to our competitors. We take commission on each service and product transaction, as well as we're selling advertising space and offer subscription for user benefit. As you can see, because we have a significant average fee for our transaction, the addressable market and the revenue projected by 2028 is pretty interesting. So looking at our traction and looking at where we're trying to get to, we're launching Bobo at the end of May, and our commercial site is launching mid-June. We're planning to be live across Canada at the end of this year. So currently we're raising 2.5 million Canadian dollars, and we have already secured over 800,000. So please come and join me on the journey together with my founder and make parenting easier, cheaper, and more straightforward than ever before.
Well, thanks, Claudia. We get to introduce our next pitch and startup. Sorry. So we get to introduce John Chabluk from QuoteToMe.
Hello, everybody. I am John Chabluk, the founder and CEO of QuoteToMe, passionate entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship runs in my blood. My grandfather was a farmer, and I love to watch him work, and work is something we should enjoy. So I'm very passionate about what we do here at QuoteToMe. We've built purchasing automation software for the construction industry. How big is the problem we're solving? It's massive. Anytime you drive your car, walk down the street, you see construction projects thrive through COVID, and contractors in construction are spending billions of dollars monthly on building materials, equipment rentals, anything that you see. Look around you, construction materials for everything around you. And all of that's happening today in a very manual workflow for issuing purchase order documents to confirm your cost of purchases, confirming delivery slips when goods are delivered, and matching up those invoices to the original purchases that were made. This process today is happening with a lot of communication between contractors and their supply communities, whether it's for lumber, equipment rentals, insulation, through phone calls, emails, and text messages, and a lot of paper-based processes, including Excel. And that's where QuoteToMe comes in. We've built an AI-driven solution that helps to empower contractors to automate their purchasing workflow end to end. We help the contractor to be able to get quotes for all of their material needs. They can approve spend, so if teams in the field are needing to purchase materials at the job site level, folks in the office who care most about managing that budget are able to review that spend before it's actually committed against the project budget. When the goods are actually delivered on site, we confirm that goods are delivered and confirmed inside of our mobile application, and office teams are also informed that the delivery has happened. And on the back end, we're tying in financial teams into the operation by being able to easily match up invoices to the original order confirmation. We're centralizing and utilizing AI to be able to scan in supplier quotations. The actual purchase order documents are automatically generated. We're bringing in the delivery slips and auto-matching invoices utilizing AI to be able to make the approval process for all of the billions of dollars of spend flowing through our platform very easy. We've also built real-time integrations into the leading project management and accounting software systems, which has been a big part of helping to expedite our go-to-market strategy. We're tackling a $10 trillion industry. Construction's happening all around us, and we're proud to say that we validated our product across all tiers of customer segments. On the lowest end, our customers are performing somewhere around $10 million of annual construction. On the highest end, we're working with clients that do several billion in construction volume a year. Our go-to-market strategy is really driven by the integration partners that we've developed by automatically pushing spend into our contractor budgets. We've built integrations into leading systems, Procore and Viewpoint Vista, where our automated capture of spend is pushing directly into their budget in real time so that project teams can actually see that their budgets are on track. And in the last year, we were able to more than 3.5x our customer growth and 3.5x our revenue, taking us over $600,000 in annual recurring revenue. Our customers today are paying a monthly subscription fee, and we also have customers that are paying us annually. We facilitated over 200,000 orders through our platform and over $350 million in building materials and equipment rental transactions throughout the life of our business QuoteToMe. We're seeing over $7 million in monthly spend. You may know Boxtel Construction here in Manitoba. Every single thing that they're buying, whether it's in-store or getting multiple quotes, is flowing through QuoteToMe. We're raising $1 million inside of a safe note. We have lead investors, Mucker Capital. We've secured investment from the Stanford University Angel Investment Club and would love for you to join us on our journey. Thanks so much.
Thank you, John. Very exciting. I get to introduce our next startup, CreditCliq, Angel Industry.
Hi, my name is Angela DC, and I'm co-founder of CreditCliq. At CreditCliq, we help banks extend relocation banking services to their members. 4 in 5 newcomers coming to the United States or Canada experience leaving behind their credit history in their home country. Thus, when they get here, they can't qualify for financial service, despite having credit history in their home country. Existing solutions often rely on people rebuilding credit history again from scratch, essentially spending 6 to 12 months rebuilding trust that they already had in their home country before moving to Canada. And so we asked ourselves, why can't trust scale beyond borders? If a TransUnion exists in India, if a TransUnion exists in Philippines, why can't it all talk to each other? Introducing CreditCliq. At CreditCliq, we help banks extend relocation banking services to their members. How do we do that? We partner up with credit bureaus around the world, especially areas where we see high historical relocation to North America. And we create one super API that banks can call to extend credit to newcomers upon arriving to Canada and the US on day one. So how does this work? Essentially, our product allows banks to underwrite credit to newcomers while reducing default risk. Essentially, we built an API that pulls global credit report. We also have a way that the bank can see local credit scores as well as a standardized score across the globe. Why do we do this? We understand that credit score of 700 in the US is different from 600 in India. And so that's why we have a global standardized score. We also understand that banks have non-technical teams, which is why we built a no-code interface to allow underwriters, lenders to really understand how to see these credit reports. And we're currently building out a sandbox to allow them attach credit reports to their web application or their mobile application. It is obvious that newcomers coming to North America is a huge market. We have 2 million combined coming into the US and Canada every single year. My name is Angela DC, and you're like, why am I the best person to do this? Well, at 18, I landed a trading job at Wall Street at Bank of America. I also have technology private equity experience. And most importantly, I am a global citizen. I understand the importance of moving and scaling trust beyond borders. With me here tonight is my co-founder, Annie. He's been coding since the age of 12. And he also has built a community of 2,000 plus developers. We have the reach and also the ability to build scalable software and take it to market. And with me here too is Evie Ducey. At 18, she led an investment banking internship at Bank of America. And most importantly, Eve knows how to manage scalable relationship with our partners. Together, we previously built the #1 credit scoring app in Nigeria. And so we have the ability to take to market this product and execute. Come talk to me today if you want to learn more about CreditCliq or if you want to, scale trust beyond borders. Thank you.
Thanks, Angel. That's very exciting. I get to do the last presentation for me. I get to introduce John Barbosa from UPro Soccer. Very exciting.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. This is Luan and Dante, and I'm John Barbosa, the founder of UPro Soccer. Think I don't need my... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we are living the third golden age of soccer in North America with Messi playing on our fields and major events happening here like the World Cup and the Olympic Games. The Major League Soccer Association, it's trying to leverage this opportunity to bring our soccer culture to the same level as we have in Europe, where billions of dollars are spent. They recognize that in order to achieve this, A cultural shift is required at the foundational level. It's our kids that will be guiding this change, embracing the passion and dedication needed to elevate our soccer culture to the highest level possible. But we don't have enough soccer qualified coaches in North America. Kids between 6 and 12 years old are coached by parent volunteers like me, who, despite the love and dedication, lack the experience and knowledge to fully develop and unleash their passion. This gap leaves millions of kids all around the world, all around North America, without the proper guidance and the engagement they need to truly thrive in the sport. UPro Soccer addressed this gap with a groundbreaking approach. We combine a physical training mat with an AI-powered mobile app. Our solution will allow kids to practice at home with the guidance provided from a professional soccer player, and our AI technology will track their movement to give them real-time feedback. Our gamified approach will allow players to connect with friends and teammates to compete or collaborate, bringing a social connectivity and a multiplayer touch to our digital platform. Our competition don't have this mix of sports, entertainment, and media technology company, and they don't fully align with the MLS guiding principles. Our business model has several revenue streams, including a SaaS model with freemium access and a 3-tier subscription and direct-to-consumer sales of our training mat. Our team is seasoned in a soccer culture. We call ourselves the mind, the heart, the body, and the soul. The mind is a PhD professor with over 100 papers in cybersecurity, AI, and deep learning. Our soul was responsible for creating the worms in the movie Dune 2. Plus, this guy can vote for the Oscar Academy Award. Our body is one of South America's most renowned soccer consultants with multiple PhDs in sports science. In the last 5 months, we achieved several goals, but the biggest one was onboarding the executives at MLS, waiting for our minimum lovable product. Our financial projections reflect the potential growth based on all those major soccer events in North America, plus our partnership with MLS, local soccer clubs, and local academies. We are changing the future of soccer and the world, one child at a time.
Football is life. Thank you.
I think that was also a first where we had kids pitching as part of that part. Great props, great props. I have to say, this next person needs no introduction. Katina Wall from BDC.
Thank you, Richard. I'm so happy to be here again in front of you all as a partner and a sponsor to Startup TNT. I am an account manager and hold the tech portfolio at BDC. I've talked to a lot of you and I enjoy every minute. I don't know if you all know, but BDC finances only Canadian entrepreneurs. That's all we do. And then we have this like little arm, it's our VC arm. And I wanted to give a special shout out today to a couple of partners that we have in town. Safe Hashmi is our principal on our seed fund, which is a $50 million fund for SaaS-based revenue technology companies. If you haven't read about it, or you don't know about it, or you've had a chance to connect with him, I certainly suggest that you do today. And I wanted to also just give a shout out to Sarah, his partner, or his associate, who's just sitting at the bar there. If Saf is busy talking, you could certainly talk to Sarah. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce our first entrepreneur tonight. His name is Steve Rivers, and he is from a company called True Ag. And it wouldn't be pitch night in Manitoba if we did not have an agriculture company talking about swine and pigs and all those fun things.
Thank you. All right, thank you for having me here today. My name is Steve Ziver, and I'm with the company True Ag Developments, and I'm here to talk to you today about a financial technology that our company has developed. Right now, our company is working in the agriculture and food space, and in Canada, that represents $100 billion in farm gate receipts annually, and the US is 5 times that. Now, production agriculture is based off of a lot of productivity and efficiencies. And not knowing your data doesn't allow you to be efficient. So we've created a financial technology that allows us to study and operate our farms in a better manner. What we're looking at is the result of billions of net return receipts, looking at the opportunity to increase our KPIs, and of course, the most important is to have the environmental sustainability. So what we've done is we've actually developed a software that's quite unique because we're focusing on financial, economic, and investment reporting. It's a cloud-based system that allows to pull multiple sources of data to a centralized unit. If you think of that planet of Saturn that's there right there, if you look at the farm as the central unit, a lot of data spins around a specific farm every given day, and we need to pull on that data. Our software solves that solution. We look at the impact of our software is a huge time-saving effort. And simply, it allows us to do very complex calculations in a very short period of time. So things that would take normally hours in Excel or in pencil and paper, we can do in a matter of seconds. Our research is based on our experience. My partners here and myself have been immersed in agriculture and food in our whole lives. I personally just came off a tractor this morning to get here to pitch this afternoon, but I don't normally dress like this, so bear with me. The problem that we recognized while we sit in our tractors and we drive for days is that financial data does not talk to production data, which also doesn't talk to market data, which also doesn't talk to our risk management information. So the solution to all that is our software. We are a complementary add-on. We're market leading today. And ultimately, if you want to picture this, we are building a financial farm simulation in real time. Another way to look at it is we are a virtual twin farm that's reported on a daily basis. Ultimately, our goal here is to pull in data records. We don't compete with existing data companies. Data companies have records that allow to pull information at different points. So whether that be market data, financial data, so like your QuickBooks or any of your accounting softwares, and your production data, we get to roll that all into a central spot so that we're able to then make very, very efficient decisions based off of that. Now, our output is all based on continuous improvement. Agriculture is a very capital-intensive industry, and we have to know how well we're doing. So first and foremost, from a financial pillar, we need to understand whether or not we're reaching our budgets, reaching our margins, and being able to reconcile that. Secondly, is report on return on investment or on our KPIs. If we can improve efficiencies in agriculture and decrease our costs, we also are going to have a benefit impact on our environment. So ultimately, our goals is to change that into an action and be able to manage that appropriately. We built our software not only for the producer, but we built it for the industry. Our channel of participants are able to utilize the software the same way. We're focused in the hog industry right now and rolling that into multi-species. Ultimately, we build a farm, we replicate it, and we find better ways to be efficient. Currently, our company is raising $1 million to get into programming, to increase our abilities to go into multi-species and produce cheaper food for the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Our next entrepreneur, I don't think even needs an introduction. He's spent so much time in the startup TNT community and is all over Winnipeg. I don't know how he does it. From TheoryMesh, it's Chris Bunio.
Hello. Okay, great. Oh, it's a big crowd. Great. Thanks, everyone. I'm Chris Bunio, CEO, co-founder of TheoryMesh. Quick show of hands. How many people in the room are concerned about the environment? How many people like food? Okay, cool. Everybody's the audience here. Some of the things that we have been learning about over the last few years is just how connected environmental sustainability and food is. 28% of all emissions globally come from food and food production. It's a big number. I didn't know until I dug into it. For anybody who's in the food industry, you're going to get hit with up to 15 new regulations coming from government. Thank you very much, federal government, into the food industry. And we're going to see more than $20 billion go into investments to support the adoption of those regulations. So, food and the environment are coming together in these really big ways. What the underlying challenge is you heard from the TerraWave guys, the whole supply chain is disconnected. So today, if you've got food being grown on a farm, there's no information that flows into manufacturing. There's no information that flows into your grocery store. There's no information that flows into your consumer. So it's very broken, leading to food waste, lack of optimization, lots of different challenges. What we've built is a platform that helps to fix that. So we can trace data and food from the farm into manufacturing, into packaging, into retail, and carry with it all that data that you need to be able to understand environmental sustainability, deal with allergies. I've got a gluten allergy, so that's what drives a lot of what we do, but really connecting all those dots together. The thing that's different about how we've done this is there's a lot of companies out there that will do a scope 1 or a scope 2 emissions thing, or you'll hear lots of different ESG terms, but we've actually built a system that does it in an accurate way right from the base data. So we are working with some of the biggest food companies in the US because we start right at that farm level. We get that core data and we can connect that all along the chain. So we can get that information all the way through, get accurate information, make sure it actually reflects what's happening in your food. So if you want to know, is this, let's use hamburger because everybody's concerned about beef. Is this hamburger actually sustainable, or is this one better? We can tell you that right back to the farm, right back to the field. Our business model, we're an advisory service, so that's grown because it's such a confusing space. But ultimately, we do implementation and we sell software. So we go right from the start of the project, right through to the implementation and selling that software. $2.8 billion is going to go into this market over the next couple of years in North America alone for companies looking to get compliant with these regulations. So the regulations are just a massive tailwind for us. The US and the EU have got big waves of regulation coming in 2025 that force people to actually adopt solutions like ours. So it's a really good time to be in our market. Competitors, there are people that play around the space. Nobody is as complete of a solution as we do, going from farm to package. So we're in a pretty privileged space there. Just some projects that we're doing today. So we revenue positive, driving projects with some pretty big sized groups. So the Globally Responsible Production Group, that's going to cover 10,000 farms in the US over the next couple of years. So some pretty big footprints there. We, celebration, Q1 profitable, yay. Any startup that can say that is, good for you guys. But we're growing revenue here pretty quickly. So we've doubled already over last year and looking to try to finish this year at about $1 million in revenue, going towards about $1 million for 2025 based on projections. Team comes across from tech. I was at Microsoft for 20 years. Everybody knows that, but I like to say it. And then we've got lots of agriculture and other experience in our background. We're just started raising $2 million, so we're looking to grow our development team, grow our sales, and drive these projects in the US and Canada. And that's me, and that's my email address. Ask me about anything, and we're good to go.
Thank you, Chris. It is quite loud, all the voices that are coming up here. I know the founders have, nerves, etc., presenting, and then just to have that extra din. So just try to keep it down when they're presenting. Thank you. Our next founder is full of energy. Most of you probably already know him as well. I know that his accolades are many as far as fan favorite and best young entrepreneur, and I'm sure there's like a huge list. It's my pleasure to introduce Jogo Iwasaki, and he's the founder of a company called Ori.Gatou.
Thank you, Katina, for the introduction. And I'm going to start by putting a scenario to all of you. Okay, so we're at the grocery store, and let's say that you manage one of these brand of jams, okay? And one of the main concerns for you is going to be figuring out how to stand out from literally a dozen other competitors right next to you on the shelf, knowing full well that people are going to come into the store, grab whatever they grab every week, and then leave as soon as they can because, let's be honest, nobody wants to stay at the grocery store any longer than they have to, right? The grocery store shelf is an ultra competitive space, and all you have to stand out is just that tiny packaging and maybe one of these, right? It's going to be hard to see from the audience, but a tiny piece of paper, you can see them up there with a tiny bit more information. And so with our platform and our product, we do away with that paper. We go beyond the paper and beyond the shelf, and customers can simply swipe their phone. I don't have a third hand to have a phone with me, but imagine that microphone was a phone. To swipe their phone onto the shelf with the packaging to connect to whatever interactive digital experience the brand wants to create, whether that's quizzes, raffles, coupons. They just drag and drop to build it directly within our platform, and then they can publish it instantly to however many units they have launched. For example, this one being in major retailers across Canada right now. That photo on the left is in the Pembina Sobeys here in Winnipeg, if any of you want to check it out. And for the shopper, there's no apps, no logins, you just slide, right? As one of our clients said, it's like having someone demo our product at every store. And especially if your product is based on trust, like if it's a gluten-free or allergy-free brand, that's a big deal because you're not just trying to convince people to try your product, you're trying to convince them that, frankly, you're not going to be a trip to the hospital, right? And so being able to tell your story better is a big deal. And compared to every other tech competitor in this space, we're not focused on the retailer's needs, right? The retailer may have the most leverage and money in the space, which is why typically that's who they focus on. But that's the thing, because of that very reason, CPG brands being kind of on the opposite end of that equation, they have the highest hunger for a competitive marketing solution. And we're providing that to them. We're giving them back control over their own marketing with measurable analytics and campaigns they can update remotely at any time without any extra fees, unlike a traditional paper ad campaign, right? That would take, quite a bit of an exorbitant fee to even just update them afterward. And by no means, to be clear, are we ignoring retailers, right? In fact, the grocery industry as a whole is just a start. Our technology can be used in applications for fashion stores, wine stores, tourism, many different applications. We're talking to wine stores right now about having like a sommelier on the shelf where you swipe your phone to find out what the local sommelier's opinion is of a given wine brand, right? We're creating smart store experiences across all of retail and events as well. And so you can imagine that $31 trillion industry, even 1% of that pie is a $310 billion opportunity, right? And so I think I may be running out of time here, but if the clicker would go, our model is B2B SaaS. Obviously, there's the physical items that come with it, but it adds up to about $5,000 to $7,000 per client per month at a minimum size. If you're larger, obviously that's way bigger. And we have lots of stuff in development, like our loyalty platform that will allow us to expand even more, and that's why you see that exponential growth there too. Our team, since we last did this pitch, the top 20 pitch 7 months ago, has expanded quite a bit. We have over 20 plus years of combined software engineering experience on our team, and we have someone on our advisory board with 40 plus years of being at one of the giants of CPG sales in Canada on our advisory board as well. So as I said, like our product is already in major retailers across Canada, our product is ready, and so you can see that we're raising a pre-seed round primarily to boost our sales and marketing to scale, right? To get this ball rolling even faster at $500,000 for 12%. And so join us in our mission to revolutionize in-store experiences, revolutionize smart store experiences. Thank you.
Our final founder in this segment, I'm pleased to introduce Juno Food Labs, James Battershill.
Thanks so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, my name is James Battershill, and I'm the founder of Juno Food Labs, and we are on a mission to make food that is more sustainable and affordable. We're going to accomplish this goal through a project called the Juno Market. Think of it as the sustainable meat shop of the future, where customers can come in and see how ordinary meat can be combined with plant and alternative protein to create a product and a food that is delicious, nutritious, and sustainable. We are on this mission because our collective future depends on it. We already use 80% of all agricultural land around the world for livestock production. And growing global demand for meat means if we want to survive as a species, we'd better figure out a way to make it using fewer resources. Our solution is, I always get two questions when we talk about our products and projects. The first is, why do you make hybrid products? Why do you combine ordinary meat with plant and alternative protein? And the answer to that is simple. Only 7% of consumers are vegan or vegetarian, leaving a vast majority of the market that doesn't want or necessarily need fully plant-based products. Many of those still desire to have their diet have a lower environmental impact. So for us, by combining plants and alternative protein with ordinary meat, we're able to create products that taste better at a lower cost, having a greater net benefit. The next question that I often get asked is, are you crazy? Why would you possibly think about going into a brick and mortar retail? Retail is dead. Wouldn't it be way easier just to create a consumer packaged good brand and sell it through grocery stores? And the answer to that is also simple. We actually went down that path and launched a CPG product lineup called Bump. And the reality was that while we gained some initial traction, after thousands of conversations with consumers, we learned that while they care about the sustainability of their diet, it's only one of the factors that they consider when making purchasing decisions. So a brick and mortar strategy gives us a wide variety of additional benefits, including being able to offer way broader variety of products at a lower cost and better margins for us. But the key competitive advantage is the ability to better communicate with customers and build their trust. It's the opportunity to show people exactly what's going into their food and let them talk to the people who are making it right in their communities. It also is a two-way street. Having that direct connection with customers allows us to collect way more data than any other company working in this space possibly could, which we are going to be using to inform an AI-driven customer intelligence platform to help us with our marketing and product development strategies. And finally, retail, it's hard, but it's a fantastic moat. CPG products are very, very at risk of being copycats when they see any success. Our strategy prevents that by being the first movers into this space. Now, we want to be a big company and have a big impact. Our plan is to open more than 1,000 markets across Canada and the United States, generating more than $2 million in revenue each for a total service obtainable market of $2 billion. But the reality is that we have to start at one. While we've got product in market and we're generating revenue, we still need to build that very first store. So we're fundraising today $750,000 to invest in the very first Juno market, to invest in building our team, marketing, and our customer intelligence platform. Thanks so much. You want me to?
No, stay up here. And I can smell the food. Who else can smell that food? The food that we're using was produced by James and Juno. So we're going to take a 15-minute break. Please enjoy the food, refill your glasses, go to the bathroom, do what you have to do, especially talk, because you love to talk. And we'll see you back in 15. All right. The pizza is almost done. There's a little bit more people than we've ever had, so congratulations to you all. But please be quiet. If you need to talk with your friends, go outside. These people are pitching. They have money on the line. Have some goddamn respect. Okay. I'm going to be introducing, hey, we're going to be starting again. So quiet down. Quiet down. Because the next person I need to introduce is talking to Whitney, Jenna. Jenna from MTA. Everybody, round of applause.
Awesome. Thank you, Richard. And it's so good to see such a big turnout tonight. The pizza is awesome and there's lots of beer. So thank you to Startup TNT for hosting. It's so good to see so many ecosystem leaders here, Tech Manitoba, North Forge. And thank you to Startup TNT for organizing this. So I'm super happy to be able to introduce a couple of really great companies here. So the first one up is, if they ask anyone about the future of technology, a lot of them will say, well, that's obviously AI. So I'm happy to welcome David to talk about his AI solution and how it's revolutionizing the B2B lead generation model for sales. So David, come on up.
Hey, just a reminder, everybody, please be quiet while David speaks.
Hello. I need to click it. So the green one? Yeah. Hello, my name is David Owasi, founder of Outreach Genius, and I'm feeling very energetic with that pizza, so it's really good. At Outreach Genius, we are simplifying the B2B sales process with precise targeting and personalized outreach. The sales process for most B2B companies suck, and here's why. Most companies focus on volume over precision, which fails because they are targeting people who have no interest whatsoever in their offer. And they compound that problem by putting ads in front of people, again, who have no interest at all in what they're selling. And what that means is when people eventually get to their website, less than 5% of them actually do anything on the website. Most of them leave, meaning they're losing out on sales opportunity, which means not enough qualified people are in their sales funnel, which ultimately leads to poor conversion. And here is the many tools that many B2B companies use that compound their problems. As you can see here, there's so many tools most companies use for different part of the sales process, which makes them feel overwhelmed, it's very complex, and ultimately still leads to poor conversion. And that is why at Outreach Genius, we're very inspired and motivated. We've built a suite of tools to simplify the sales process and make lead generation and sales effective for B2B sales companies. So the first thing we've done is, instead of focusing on volume and just spamming people, we built a tool that will find high-intent users, high-intent buyers who are interested in your product or your services based on their internet and web activities. And then the next thing we do is we put your offer right in front of those individuals who have already displayed an interest in buying. And then when they come to your website, we've built a proprietary software that will identify up to 50% of anonymous website visitors, even if they've not filled out the form, which is pretty magic. And then from there, the people who come to your website, they're engaged, they're ready to buy, they're very interested, they fill up your sales funnel, which leads to high conversion. Now, this ecosystem has built the foundation for us for Outreach Genius AI, which you can think of it as your chief marketing officer powered by AI and machine learning that takes all the data from all the ecosystem of tools that we've built to help you make better decisions, but more importantly, execute your sales strategy for you based on your goals, all at speed 24/7. And that is pretty exciting. And we've brought all the solutions to the market at a very, very affordable price. As you can see here, we start from a basic package of $97 all the way to enterprise packages. And we've seen some serious marketing traction. We've had over 1,200 users on our platform till date in the last year. We've generated over $235,000 in revenue in the last year. And more importantly, also, we've identified over 10,000 visitors that has come to our users platform. And here's how we stand out from our competitors. And one of the cool things we're able to do is, again, identify those anonymous visitors coming to your website, even if they've not filled out the form. And also, we're able to find in-market buyers, not just any buyers, in-market buyers who are interested in your services or in your offer. And here's our stellar team. Here's why we are very, very confident about what we're building. We've built an amazing team, combination of software engineers, as well as service and operations leads that are bringing the best experience to our clients. And this team is what's going to allow us to scale and build the future of outreach. And we've also assembled a team of expert advisors helping us in our journey, again, to really reimagine how lead generation and sales is done by B2B companies. And to scale our business and to really go to the next level, we are looking for $1.5 million in investment, and that will go into product innovation to really build that outreach genius AI, that chief marketing officer that takes in all the data sets and execute your marketing strategy. We're also going to be investing our money in marketing as well, in sales and penetrating enterprise level markets. Now, if you're a startup, lots of startups here, here's an offer for you. If you're looking for product market fit or you're struggling to manage your outreach, please, please, please reach out to us. We'd love to help you. We'd love to help you find product market fit in the next 1 month and take your outreach to the next level. Thank you again.
Awesome. Thank you, David. And I feel like Outreach Genius adds somebody to their team every week. As somebody who works out of MTA's offices, we can see how much they hustle, and I swear they're there 12 hours, 5 days a week, maybe even 7 days a week. So just to introduce myself real quick, I'm Jenna Natishan, and I'm from Manitoba Technology Accelerator, where we work to help startups and scale-ups with resourcing. We work with other ecosystem partners to develop networks and opportunities for investment, and that kind of thing. Okay. Now, this really wouldn't be a pitch competition in Manitoba if we didn't talk about ag tech. So our next pitcher is specifically in ag tech and continues to grow in Manitoba. So Mohammed from TerraWave is up next, and he has potentially the best one-liner that I've seen any startup have. So pressure is on, Mohammed.
Thank you. Green, perfect. Thanks. Hey, my name is Mohammed, and I'm the founder of TerraWave. We are developing imaging technology for soil analysis to help farmers become more sustainable. Think of it as CT scan for farms and soil. I started TerraWave in 2023 as a continuation to our successful startup, which was acquired by AGCO Corp in 2020. I had the opportunity to talk to many stakeholders in agriculture over the past 10 years and learned a lot about different pain points. And two of the major problems in agriculture are sustainability and low profit margins. But why is sustainability very important? To name a few, agriculture consumes over 70% of freshwater resources, counts for 10% of greenhouse emissions, and to make some matters worse, post-harvest storage losses are over 20% globally. And this is where TerraWave comes in. But before moving forward, answer this. What is the most valuable asset a farmer possesses? Land. Yet, it's often the part which is most overlooked. Everything we grow stems from the soil, and understanding the soil properties is critical for sustainable farming. So what we provide is a solution that's hardware and software based to acquire data from the soil using radio waves, transfer it to the cloud for analysis and processing, and providing farmers and agronomists with actionable data about the soil. Some features could be, as you see, carbon amounts and moisture content in the soil. We looked into the market for this, and based on the feedback we received from our interviews by over 400 farmers, agronomists, and grain elevators, we are looking at a market size of over $1.5 billion. And this is by far for 30% market adoption of farm tech adoption in the market currently. We have competition. However, we are providing a solution that is inexpensive, provides high quality data for farmers, can be used year round, and it can provide farmers with different types of data throughout the year. Our financial projection based on our market research and interviews looks like this, as you can see, and we are mostly SaaS and hardware based for our revenue model. Our market strategy relies on the grants that we have raised so far. We are filing multiple patent applications with our IP lawyer. We are drafting them right now, and we have strategic partners that will help us take our technology towards testing and to marketing over the next year. We have a great team of advisors and employees and contractors that are not here. They have the deep industry knowledge and the acquired technology background that will help us move the technology forward. And we are currently trying to raise $1 million over the next 6 to 8 months to help us build our development team and scale our product to the market. Please scan the QR code if you have any questions for us, and reach out to me directly or to our team. Thank you.
Hey guys, there's 6 pitches left, right? So we're talking about 6 times 3, 18, so maximum 20 minutes. So shut your mouths or go outside.
Thank you. So growing a business is hard. Look at all the founders in the room. I think everybody can agree. So our next business up is somebody who's working hard to fill needs of startups. My Little Tribe is up next, and Corinne, if you could come up to the stage.
Oh, perfect. Here. Bonjour, bonsoir, good evening. My name is Karine Bado. Mon nom est Karine Bado. And I'm going to bring the mood down with a big problem, a social problem, and hopefully bring it back up with the solution that we'll be bringing to market. So my name is Karine Bado. I am the founder of My Little Tribe, a social startup that aims to redefine parenthood with real-time connections to hands-on support. So we are in Manitoba, and I know people are talking about ag, but I think we cannot skip the night without talking about the real social issues that many families are facing here, including myself. This is not just a Manitoban issue, it is a North American, if not global issue. We have over 36% of families with kids from 0 to 14 years old that are experiencing childcare disruption. Now, you may wonder, well, if you don't have childcare, who cares? Well, I'll tell you why you should care tonight. Because this is what's happening when someone is not able to take their kids to childcare. They're not able to work, so there is financial distress. It's happening. It has a very difficult, a sad effect of the mental health. I speak French, so I'm trying to get my English word coming out tonight. And the system is just failing us. This particularly affects vulnerable community, like Black communities, Indigenous communities, newcomers, and something needs to be done about it. This is not just a story of one parent. This is my story as well. I came to Canada in 2007, and my journey took a very difficult toll when I became a parent, and unfortunately a single parent with no tribe. Currently, this is the process for families to connect with childcare. It's pretty segregated. There's no response. There's no space available. We all know the waiting lists that every childcare center struggles with. It's not always affordable because of nanny services that often really don't target people like me. I really don't have $1,000 per month to spend on private services. So we are coming up with a solution to make the system work for family. It is a community-oriented process that will allow real-time booking. So meaning instead of you waiting around or going on Facebook expecting someone to reply 3 days after you needed the service, you will be able to connect with someone right away. We also provide verified criminal record. We do safe matchmaking and really advocate for a change in society and in the mindset. Like I said, there's probably someone here that has the privilege to have a nanny watching for the kids to be able to come here, or maybe a wife or someone who is posing their career, their dreams, and that's not me. I'm very passionate about that issue. I'm resilient, and I'll tell you who is a part of the tribe. We have babysitters, kid sitters, independent nannies, home daycare, which is a pretty great features because there is an incentive from the government to move forward and having more people involved into having home daycares. It's pretty simple, like I said, pretty simple process to connect with your childcare providers. This is the value proposition that we have, making sure that every family is getting the need they need. The competitive advantage. Now you may wonder, oh, there's so much competition, and that's a good thing for a market. You want to see a market that is thriving because mom have money to spend. You can see who is buying your Amazon gift every time you check out your credit card for anybody who has a partner who is a spender. The competitive advantage is really bringing the technology into that space and empowering families with a reward point program. Like you see right now with your Neo, every time you buy something, you have discount. So how about every time someone asks someone to come and babysit, they also get rewarded. The business portal is huge. The potential is huge. We have a great market. People spend on average 10,000 per year. So you don't even have to go chase after people. Like I've seen so many pitches and it's almost like we have to do this. People are waiting. They're waiting for the solution that we'll be bringing to the market. This is a nice hot hockey stick. Like you guys can see, potential to scale for any investors that think that this is a soppy story. Actually, soppy story sells. And it's just a soppy story. There is hope at the end. My name is Karine. I am a senior venture analyst. I have experience with financial analysis. You see me like that, but please check out my LinkedIn. You'll be impressed with what I can do. I also have a co-founder, and this is currently what where we are right now. We started on the low. Today, we are launching an MVP and we are looking for support to keep scaling. And this is how much we are asking. And the current traction, we've done so many great work and I'm looking forward to connecting and keep chatting. Yeah. Made it. Thanks.
Hey, thank you, Corinne. So who here feels like a part of their job is repetitive? Show of hands. Yeah, I agree. So our next up is Pascal from Focus Forward to talk about how they're automating workflows and how they're solving repetitiveness in the workplace.
Okay. All right, good evening, everyone. It's very nerve-wracking to be here in front of you. I'm Basil. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Automation and Business Intelligence at Focus Forward, the innovation department. And I'm here to introduce Pharmalytics, the predictive large language model for our catastrophic conditions. So in the vast field of agriculture, there's lots of uncertainties. Think about farmers where they face lots of catastrophic events like fires, droughts, and soil pests, all of these things. This is where Pharmalytics steps into this market. So our main domain, we're trying to look at the agriculture insurance sector, since most of their model based on analytics and risk models. And this is what we're trying to do. Like Pharmalytics is trying to predict all the catastrophic events that are going to happen in the future before it happens based on the data that feeds in. So what value to bring to the market? Well, first of all, we talk about the risk assessment and management, the premium adjustments, tailored insurance products, and resource allocation. Well, you might ask, how are we doing all of that? Well, we have a couple of ways we can get our data. First one is from farm sensors, by strategically positioning some sensors around the farm to collect the important data that we want to feed to our AI model. But not only that, we also have our weather channels and satellite imagery to support the learning model to learn and predict more. Some potential outputs of the algorithm, these are not all the outputs, but some potential. The probability to estimate, predictive alerts, you're gonna be alerted before something happens, and also to be able to have risk scores associated with each farm. Some ethical conditions that we thought about. So there are some potential ethical issues like privacy and data content, data breaches and misuse, transparency, and data ownership. But we thought about all of that and we came up with some solutions to it. Some of them are listed here, like obtaining clear and informed content, providing options, transparency, safeguarding the user information, and regular audits and assessments. But what is the business plan? So we ran a value analysis to see the value from what we're bringing, the rarity and mutability and organization. So the large language model offers significant value to the farmers and insurers. The rarity, of course, like the AI and everything, this is a rare opportunity. No one has explored this yet. Imitability, this is a temporary advantage, but barriers to join this market are really high. And in terms of organization, we're supported by this amazing team that they know everything about AI that can develop this whole thing. So asking about how are we capturing value? So we have two subscription models, the farmers and the insurance company. So we can get subscription fees from the farmers and also from insurance company by providing these predictive analytics to help them with the resources. And last one is the data licensing. So tech companies or research institutions can use these data to help them with their research. That was my time. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. Hey guys, we are down to the final four. Yes, yes. I'd like to call Jason up from launch, please. Whose house? Jason's house. Whose house? Could have kept that one going.
That's a great intro. I gotta say, I owe a lot of congratulations up here. Congratulations to all the entrepreneurs who braved this stage. You know, every one of them deserves a hand for coming up here and pursuing their dream. They're going to benefit. It might be tonight, it might be a week from now, it might be a year from now. I also want to congratulate Startup TNT. I mean, this is the 4th event, Richard, and this is by far the most number of people that have been to a startup. Look at what has happened in 4 events. Congratulations, Startup. The last congratulations goes to all of you. All of you showed up here tonight. Like, I can't see the last person over there. I got to build a bigger space. Oh, wait. If you haven't heard, I do. I've got a new one coming. Launch Downtown is going to open in 4 weeks, 14,000 square feet, a bar, a cafe, a mix of offices. And so I hope that if you're looking for a workplace that has well over 400 members, a dynamic community, that you think about launch first. I know that some of you here are startups though, and you don't have the bank for a workplace. We're big supporters of startups. We offer a startup workplace scholarship. Visit our website. You'll see the scholarship under the About Us. Apply for it. That's 3 months of co-working on us. And our most recent recipient is Arrival founder Daniel Yorsch. Just got a 3-month scholarship with us. So with that, that's enough for me. We've got another exciting entrepreneur coming up, Terry from Keys. Come on up, Terry.
This big button goes. Well, first of all, Jason, congrats on the new building. That's an awesome achievement there. Forward. This is better. I'm Terry. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Keys, and simply put, what we do is build an embedded fintech platform for a new category of product we call lease flexibility coverage. It's really simple. If you're a tenant, you buy coverage, you move anytime for any reason. It really is very simple. We are live in 387 plus rentals. As of today, that is going up by 500 units. And instead of 9,200 more that's signed, that's going up by 7,000. We'll be embedding in all of them, so we'll be going live within the next 6 months. Very, very exciting. But back to the question, why are we solving this problem? At the end of the day, life happens to people, and they need to break leases and move out. But like 8% of renters do every single year, they face huge amounts of costs. Everything up to 9 times their monthly rent. In Winnipeg, that's about $14,400 on average, and it's a huge amount for anybody to take care of. It creates financial distress, potential credit issues down the line, and on a national level in the US, it costs consumers $40 billion every single year and 100% avoidable losses. That's where Keys comes in. We want to solve this, provide a clear, flexible way for people to move when they need to without affecting landlords and property owners. So instead of 9 times rent, it's a 3.8% monthly subscription that nets out to anywhere from $40 to $70 on average, and it gives you the flexibility to move anytime for any reason without huge amounts in fees. And even better, because we provide 6 months of rent coverage for landlords as part of every plan, we allow them to generate brand new revenue without adding more risk onto their balance sheet. Landlords, like I said, they unlock new revenue, they don't take on risk, everybody's a little bit happier. And our go-to-market strategy kind of reflects this. We partner with leading landlords, we enroll their properties, make this part of their rental application by default, we gain access to their tenants, and we enroll them over time. As of right now, this slide's a little bit old, 187 renters. As of a month ago, it became 387. As of today, that's now 887, give or take. We had 2 excited building managers a few months ago. Now we're up to 7, and that is expanding out very rapidly as we speak. We're incredibly excited as a team. Terry, that's myself, Victor, and Dawn have been by my side over the last 2 years. We're really excited to bring this to market together, and over the next year and a half, we want to bring this out to about 43,000 renters throughout the US and Canada. Again, if you're interested, talk to me afterwards. I can give you a breakdown of things, or just come visit our website. If you're a tenant in Winnipeg, you can actually go sign up right now. If you're renting a new place in the next 4 months, highly advise you do so. Thank you.
Great job, Terry. Srikanth is here from Resident Connect. Srikanth, come on up. Applause, 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 applause.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everyone. So Resident Connect, it's basically AI and cloud-driven residential management systems. This is basically a platform designed for property managers and property owners. How this problem comes into an existence, most of the immigrants and like us, when we moved to Canada, we faced a lot of challenges in finding the rental places because first of all, there is a lack of communications. The managers and the property owners are not responding, or even they are responding, the calls are going into the voicemails, and so many things happen. Due to which these are the various problems happen at the time of renting a place. It's first of all, the property managers or owners are managing their portfolios as a self-management solutions. They are going for we have to go for a frequent locations for looking the properties. There is a lot of improper communications, and high chances of error was happening because of the Excel sheets. We come with a solution where there will be no phone calls or texting, no more multiple softwares. Everything is remotely managed. There's a paperless software which is basically giving them a solution to manage it from anywhere. No error, it's stress-free, and it reduces their cost of burden by 90%. We see that around 25 millions of renters as of now in the market who is staying in different apartments. We see that around 13 millions of renters are still in the market who is looking for the houses, but they don't see the solutions because of the problems which right now they're in the market. We have competitions from certain vendors, which is outside the Canadian market, especially the Buildium and the Yardi, but these are very costly, as well as not only that, it's not reachable. The visibility is not high because the app is not there. The simplicity is not there. It's very difficult to manage because the tenants cannot log in, or even the property owners cannot log in into the system. Our financial analysis says that by the end of year 2026, we will be having a net profit of around 12% from the day we have started. We are right now in the market. We are live. You guys can download the app and start utilizing the software. We launched the product in December 2023. We have seen that 70 visitors per day on our website who is logging and utilizing the software. We have added 50 owners in the last 2 months. We are all having 200 plus units on trial. We have an awesome team of on the board members. We have Shrikant, me, Shasha, and Drew. They all work with various organizations like TCS, Oracle, and Ironclad, and all these developers. We are asking for $500,000 in equity for the purpose of hiring new tech team members, reaching around 10,000 units by 2025 and 25,000 by 2026. We also need to build an analytics engine which can predict and optimize the rental, so any user on the tenant side can see that how the market is behaving over a period of time. Thank you guys, that's my time.
I'm personally excited about this. I'm a fisherman. Claude, where are you? Claude, come on up. Tell us all about FishPix.
Thanks. My name is Dalton Fredericks. I'm one of the co-founders of FishPix. I would like to welcome you to FishPix, the dawn of a new era, the online fishing tournament. We have developed a mobile app that allows the angler to fish anytime, anywhere, and enter his catch into one of our tournaments in a few simple clicks. Here are just a few key features of our product. We have a state-of-the-art photo measuring app, a social media component called Real Talk. We have a fully integrated B2C marketing platform, and we're forming the largest fishing league in the world. Most people don't realize that recreational angling is the largest individually participated sport in the world. In the United States and Canada boast over 57 million anglers, fishing over 900 million days a year and participating in 40,000 small tournaments. The total market share currently produces about $1.35 billion in tournament entry fees in the US and Canada, with over $203 million in mobile advertising. Our goal in the next 3 years is to capture 4.3% of the market, generating over $57.6 million in tournament entry fees and another $13.9 million in mobile advertising. Here are some of the barriers to entry most tournament anglers encounter. Travel and lodging costs, scheduling time off of work, high tournament entry fees, the need to belong to a club or a league, lack of available fishing tournaments in their area. Well, here's how FishPix could solve most of these problems. Our tournament entry fees are a fraction of the cost. Our tournaments are more convenient. They could be fished anywhere, anytime. Our anglers will compete nationwide for huge prizes year-round. Our photo measuring app is more accurate, and the method to measure is fish significantly reducing human error. Here's why FishPix is a great investment. We have identified a huge fragmented market that is underserved and has been overlooked. Our app platform we have developed will provide the catalyst to consolidate this market. It will make us a whale in the ocean of small fish. We have a highly successful management team that has over 40 years experience in developing and managing new businesses. We have multiple reoccurring revenue streams, tournament entry fees, pay-per-click. We also have a subscription for our premium service. And further down the line, we'll have very valuable data. We are seeking to raise approximately $4.17 million in capital or any portion thereof. Funds will be used to cover startup and carrying costs for the first 42 months of our operation to fuel our growth engine. FishPix, don't let the big one get away.
Okay, that was amazing. Thank you. We have one final presenter of the night. Let's make sure we have a big round of applause for Dr. Gurmeet from X-Halo. Come on up, Doctor.
Thank you, Jason. Just one go. Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Gurmeet Singh Bindra. I'm a founder and Chief Scientific Officer at X-HaloChem Technologies. I'm presenting you Smart Fabric, which is used in healthcare and hospitality and defense. So right now the problem is healthcare-associated infection. It's an unknown killer actually. So every time you visit at the hospital, you have chances of 5%. There's 90,000 deaths, almost 100,000 deaths happen in USA, and government is spending around $35 billion on it. So our technology has a solution. With or without chlorine, when you laundry it, is recharge easily and protect you from bacteria infection. It's active up to 100 washes and no odor and no antibacterial resistance.
So how does the science is actually working? It's dip bath, very easy. Everybody is doing it in the industry right now. So our formula, it's a magic, like white milk, I always call milk. So this is actually coating on any type of fabric. So we are catering right now market for healthcare, hospitality, and defense. This is my favorite actually. So right now the results over here shows a MRSA can kill in 6 log reduction within 5 to 10 minutes. Our working prototype is actually working in armed forces uniform right now. We shows highly active against the SARS coronavirus and with the 5-minute kill, and it stay, one chlorination actually, stay up to 200 days and you can kill those bugs forever. So our technology is organic. It's not carcinogenic compared to silver and all that. And we are easy to make it, very cheap to make it. It's a very easy science actually. So right now we're covering North America and Asia. So right now Clorox is actually getting to, in 2020, to around $2.5 billion. It's actually reusable. It's going into the landfill. It's only protect for 10 minutes. But our science is actually reusable for 200 days. That's I'm talking about because this is the last time we did it in the 200 days. So there is a $14.7 billion industry. No one has actually reached here in water-based technology rechargeable. And we have 9 patents in them. We almost invest $1.2 million in this science for last 8 years at University of Manitoba. Our technology is not limited to textile, it's going into everywhere. Epoxy resin, antimicrobial paint, antimicrobial food packaging, antimicrobial coatings, and drug delivery also. We are asking for $1 million because we need some capital equipment and hire some more team. Our 100 kg of active ingredient basically prepare 10,000 liter of formulation. That's the total estimated revenue around 150K from formulation and royalties. We have a lot of inquiries for sub-licensing and all that, and there is a net profit for just selling this 100 kg active account, 40 to 50%. And this is my team. My co-founder, Tejinder, is actually sitting in Ontario. He's working having a pharma industry experience for 25 years. This technology has been patented with University of Manitoba, and we have the full license. And this is the full agreement with the University of Manitoba. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. I was not more than 3 minutes.
What's that?
I was not more than 3 minutes.
No, that was you were, that's fine. Yes, I have the microphone. You do. Now I have one too. Right, imagine that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so that's the end of the pitches. So let's give one more round of applause for all the people that bravely did this. It's not easy to do this. So congratulations to everybody. What are your thoughts? A little wrap up. What are you thinking?
I got a lot more work to do back at the office to figure out how we're going to fund this community.
Love that idea. Love that idea. Always some grant funding and some cheap loans really help out business.
For sure.
Love that.
For sure.
What do you think of the diversity of ideas, the diversity of the founders?
I love it, Richard. It's so like it makes me proud to be in Manitoba.
Yeah, I am also very proud, not just of being Manitoban, living here, trying to build this ecosystem with a lot of the community partners, but I'm also just proud to work at Startup TNT, a company that is actually doing direct investments into startups, early stage startups. It's what's needed right now. And so, especially with the climate and the new changes and regulations, there's just never been more of a need. If you're interested in investing, come talk to me. If you're interested in helping any of the startups, go talk to them. We're in this as a community, and we're trying to build the community. Any last words?
Well, just that we saw a whole bunch of glamorous CEOs up here, like doing their pitches, doing their things. It's not hard work at all. It's just super easy. They stand up here, they talk for like 3 minutes and then whatever. I just want to do a quick shout out to all the people who put on this night, all the people who sat behind the bar, all the people who brought the drinks, the pizza, that did all the work to make you look good.
It takes a team to make me look good.
Yeah.
It does.
Just a quick round of
Lots of you
applause.
know that. So Winnie, Mandy, Jonah, and the ops. We have all the volunteers. Talib, you did an awesome job. The bartenders. James with the food. Oh my God, who tried some of those chorizos?
I did.
Those chorizos were fucking great. Whoops, made that one slip. All right, that's the end. That's the end of this. We now have our happy hour, or sorry, our after party. We have 3 rules with this after party. Number 1, have fun. Number 2, make friends. Number 3, help us build these companies. Thank you. Good night.